Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. This is going to kind of be upside down. All right. News and views on the news commentary. And, well, I wanted to make you all aware of some things. All right. And this is kind of a sinister thing that's going on. All right. So, let me start off by greeting everybody real quick. Because, I got people all over the place, right? So, Hovorn Hardu Gudag, Ola Oi to the Bang, Vasis Los, Bonjour mes amis, Kedu Bawani Konnichiwa, Ni hao ni ama, Sani Bonani, Jambo Habaragani, Assalamu alaikum and Shalom. All right, I would like to say what's up to everybody clicking in. I'm driving right now, so I'm almost where I need to be, so I'll acknowledge y'all then. All right. But as I was in conversation with many brothers, okay, as I was having a conversation with many brothers today, first of all, let me mention this. I got a lot of brothers helping me with donations for what I'm doing in Brazil, the United States, but primarily Brazil because I'm working with the NGO. Now, I want to let y'all know this, that Brazil is 54 to about 64% black. All right, we'll use the term black because I want people to understand. All right, they're run almost 100%. I don't know if they have a anything outside of a Anglo, well, let's say Portuguese descent European politician. I don't think there's one in Brazil. So the minority is still ruling the majority. All right. Now, there's this dude, and I'm going to tell you, when I put this mass message out, I put it out primarily, I get to pick 50 people, and it's kind of up to you all to let everybody else know that I'm live. Right? So in your friends group, if you want them to hear what I have to say, then you would let them know, oh, he's live, right? And to some of the brothers that belong to my group, if you could put the message out in the group real quick, that'll work too. On my Reluctant Nabi, whatever I'm calling the group, I picked a long name that I can't even remember. So I dropped the ball on that one, y'all. But hey, it's up and it's running well. All right. But I am here to discuss something because I was not aware of how widespread this assault on the Afro male is on any of the social media. All right. Now, let me say this. The social media is what caused Hillary to lose. So what happened is Google and a lot of people on the left went up, bought out spaces. You got Caucasian guys going out when somebody does a video and it starts to go viral. Well, what happens is there's some white guys going and buying those viral videos off of the black guys that created them in the hood. So now you can't say anything about what you're seeing in the hood because, the knuckleheads in the hood sold the rights to what's going on. They out and out sold the rights to it to a white guy who now controls what can be said about that thing. And you have to buy a license to comment on what you see going on in your hood. All right, that's the first line of attack. So if anything goes viral, they buy it up and they continue to do this. The second line of attack, Google went after almost all the conscious Afro men on YouTube and had their channels taken down. Now, because you're in my Facebook feed and many of y'all probably got here from my channel, you're very aware of my channel. As a matter of fact, I was not aware. I never got an email notification or anything that Google was taking my channel down. No email notification. No anything. All right? So they took it down. I don't even know what video they struck. They did not tell me what video they put a strike on. They didn't tell me anything. They just took it down. My channel just disappeared. I found out what happened to my channel from guys texting me and on Facebook messaging. Period. So Google in secret I want y'all to understand this. Google says they have a policy. And I'm going to keep shouting it out to let you know they have no policy. Google bought out YouTube so that they could squash the speech. Because they understand that there is a sea change and people are waking up. This is all about the control of the people. There are a couple of things that the left wants to happen. All right? There's a few things that the left wants to happen. And people are waking up to the laws that they are trying to get passed because people are hearing about what you don't understand. We have a platform. It's called email. That's why I start putting my email address in my videos. It's called email. That's the only private platform we can have with one another. Why? In order to create a platform, or if you create a platform, the brothers that say that, they are forgetting. All right, sorry about that. Hit a dead spot. But the brothers are forgetting that the ultimate people that's controlling these platforms, the creation of it, this is why even when we're creating platforms, they don't do well. Even Caucasians that tried to create a platform, and that platform rivaled YouTube for a while, but Google and YouTube threw up so many roadblocks that the people were losing money and had to quit. In other words, in the United States with the monopoly laws, I keep telling you stuff about the English language. It's the language of deception and cheating. And what the people did is they said, we want to destroy the spirit of the law by creating or redefining what the law actually means. So, monopoly, right? They say, well, we want to change it we want to do something else. We want to monopolize something, but we want to call it something else, right? And we're going to be slick about it. We're going to allow a competing person, but we're going to throw roadblocks on them so that not through producing a better product. A lot of these business owners own business because they bought out the politicians to make laws favorable specifically to them. All politics is corrupt. All right? So, when we go and try to make our own platform, what we have to do is either punish these platforms that won't let us speak. See, the thing is, remember, we are the people, the small people are the people that created YouTube. All right, Google don't need the money, so they're using it to promote a particular speech and to squash a particular speech. All right? People are flagging down our channels. So if people are warring on us, all right, why is it we have in our heads, I just want y'all to think, not asking anybody to do anything, but how is it that we let that platform survive as it is when they engage us in battle, that we not return the favor? All right? They're always going to tell us, well, the bots did it, and the community, somebody in the community. Aren't we the community? Right? If they're not going to, because I'm upset that they took down other people I listen to, and I'm the community, and I want to hear people like me. And if you're telling me that you don't want me in the community, even though we built it, then and you're going to let some woman run around the lace, and you're going to let the BAW run around and tag us all the time and destroy our content, I don't see why they should still be up on YouTube. I'm just saying. Either everybody gets to have a say or nobody should have a say. YouTube should not exist. If everybody can't have a say within reason now, within reason, you know, within the regular laws of safety and all the rest of that stuff, but they're not flagging down unsafe things. They're trying to control what is being heard. All right, that gets to this point. I noticed that many of the guys that were taken down, I don't know which video got taken down, but I'm starting to understand. There was a news footage of an LGBT guy, and all he was in a woman's dress. He went to the women's bathroom. He, with no surgery or anything, went to the women's bathroom. And the people from the restaurant went in and said, no, you can't do that. What's on your ID? And with the white guy, now let me make this clear. It's a white guy in a dress identifying as transgender. All right, now let me break this down. And what these white guys did, because this is who did this, which is why my title is with it. What they did is they redefined what nature is and gender is. Hold on, let me break this down to you. No other group of people in the United States have the ability or the power to redefine a word and have it put out in the media and have it put out in schools and have it put out on every news channel. No other group in the United States can do that but the white males with that kind of money. All right? The white females can't do it. They'll use the black women to say, okay, we got some black people. It's not black people, it's black women. Right? And so this is why I kept saying, sisters, you need to separate. All right? Now, here's a new term. I'm going to stop referring to the black women as BAW. So when you go to my YouTube channel, I have 2 up now. If ever they take my YouTube channels down, just look for Reluctant Nabi or Nabi. Okay? And look in the YouTube search engine. I have 5 more channels left that I have maybe a video on, but it's kind of live. Right? And so I'll download a video on each of those channels to make sure they're still alive. But I want y'all to understand something. I want y'all to understand something. That they want to keep men like me hidden. And in the video I'll do on Facebook, there's that, remember the screen I showed you, the COINTELPRO? We are under COINTELPRO now. Only it's the social media organizations that is doing it. Alright? So I want y'all to understand, we are under COINTELPRO now. But the people that are responsible for hiding our content or attacking and taking down Afro men, it is now YouTube, Google. What they want to do is prevent us from speaking and talking about the laws that are being created. All right? Talking about the injustice to the Afro male. We are the most attacked of everyone. Why? Because not only are we attacked by the system, but we are also attacked by our own only when we decide to stand up for what's right. Keep left to the road. Then all right? The ramp ahead. Now, I want y'all to understand this. If we was any of them so-called new hip-hop artists that's talking about drugs, homosexuality, and all the rest of that stuff, no one would have a problem with us. But the people that see the handwriting on the wall and what it is intended for the Afro people that are not standing up for it, many other channels other than mine were taken down. And I was talking to a brother from California today. He might be on here. Okay? And as I was talking to the brother from California, he was telling me that a lot of guys that he listened to were also taken down. So in one fell swoop, all right, Google, this is why their policy is so ambiguous. Google took down the people that obviously don't break their rules and left up the people that obviously do, but they do it in such a trashy way that they're bad for the community. Hold on, be right back. All right, brothers and sisters. There we go. All right, brothers and sisters, I apologize. Hold on, let me see something real quick. One moment, please. One moment, please. All right, hold on. All right. Didn't mean to use that one. I'm trying to find the boom box I had the last time. Oh well, but anyway, as I was saying, y'all. Yeah, there we go. As I was saying that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right. So as I was saying, y'all. All right. Sorry about all that. Let me say, who's on here? What's up, Lamar Marshall, Joel Smith, Daniel Porter, Dwayne, Kid Jackson, um, Midoriya, Tiberius, Tony Coffer. All right. So sorry for all the delays. All of the delays. All right. But anyway, so what I was saying, this is what we have going on. All right. There's some laws in California. All right. There's some laws in California. And what they're doing is they want to usher in, and this is what people are calling it. They want to usher in pedophilia. So what the law in California states is they want to start teaching sexual education in preschool. And when two children, boy and boy, they want them to be able to explore themselves in that manner at the age of 4. Understand this. At the age of 4, they want these children. Am I going to make it? All right, there we go. They want these children.
Turn right on I-10 West.
They want these children to explore that in preschool. All right, so they're making a lot of these laws for predators, and they're writing them into law. The left, all right, the left-leaning states are writing a lot of these things into law. You have right-leaning Caucasian people that are alarmed because they know what this means, because they understand how these laws get passed and how they're written. All right? They are trying to completely take away the rights of parents in the United States. Holy cow. Yeah. All right? I want you to understand this. They want to take away the rights of parents in the United States. Parents will no longer have any rights. That's the status that we're getting to. All right? That LGBT adoptive parents will have more rights over children that they adopt than biological parents will have over children that they've had and they're raising. I want y'all to understand this. They are trying to hide the people that are speaking of this on YouTube, Google, and channels like this. So we got Instagram left, so we got competition. And so I'm going to expand my platform, Reluctant Nabi, to Instagram. All right? Some of us got to get out and start publicly speaking about these things. All right? Even if it's in groups of 5 brothers at a time. If we as brothers start to make other brothers know what's going on, as 5 brothers at a time, start to pay attention to things, right? They sucked us into this mumble rap stuff, and they want to keep us tied up into, first of all, there is no music. I don't know what we're listening to, but it's not music. There's nothing organic. There's no man playing an instrument. All right? You got people that sold their souls out to demonic entities for money. All right? And they're parading them around and have you arguing over who's the best rapper. Really? These people aren't even speaking English or any other language. Mumble rap is just that. Some dudes brainwashing people and taking their money, and he ain't doing nothing but mumble. All right? So, basically, it's time for the righteous brothers to wake up. And don't give me I'm woke mess. And the only person you're going to argue with is somebody that's feeding you information. Some of the times, some of us need to shut up and listen. Unless a person is worthy of debating, like we know what the problem is, but don't know how to fix it. One of the things was this. Me and another friend was talking about Charles Tyler. And me and him, we had a debate on the phone all the time about how to deal with the situation with dudes running relationship and how the American black woman do not fit in that because they are that destructive. Right? Now, we understood what the problem was. All right? But I was like this. I was like, well, it's all about the seed, so it don't matter where we put the seed. So long as it's with somebody that's going to take our culture, that is going to submit to us. And he said, but no, it has to be a black woman. So that's what our argument was. You just got to go to Brazil and Africa and stuff. And then my thing was, what if they're like the American women? Because women think in group think. All right? And so that's basically it. And so, but we solved the problem. So we can debate because we know what the problem is. We can't debate with some of these jacked up minded Negroes out here because they can't seem to understand what the problem is. They don't think there's a problem. Like there was a guy on here, he says, I have a black wife and so all the stuff that you're saying is not true because me and my one wife, I asked him, how many black women? One, right? And I said, I can tell that your woman runs your house because you can't see the truth for what it is and you are afraid to speak the truth. He said, we have a business And I don't even know if I believe him. But let's say he does have a business. All right. When last time I checked the hood is full of Koreans, not black people. And definitely not no brothers or sisters. Because the only thing that we're buying, that anyone is buying from anyone in the hood, is the black women is taking that child support money, that welfare money, and all the rest of the money they can scam off of men, and they're going and buying hair and stuff. Oh, also stuff produced by, well, the Indians, by way of the Koreans, the Orientals, and stuff like that. Think about that. So you and your wife have your one business. He didn't tell me what the business was. All right, if it's a hair salon, barber shop, all right, yeah, no, we ain't talking about that. And that's a good family business. But you talking about we building businesses. No, that ain't a factory. All right, that ain't a chain of anything. That isn't something that could that we could incorporate at some point in some time. All right, but we're talking about family businesses, farming and stuff. We don't own nothing to farm on. ADM bought that out. Arthur Daniels Midland bought everything out. They're making everything seedless so that if you desire to have some food in the United States, you're going to have to go buy it because you can't grow it anymore. Unless you have some land, a house with some land that is not in the HOA. Oh, wait a minute. The HOA has taken over houses. So think about that. So, let's get back to my title. So, you have the most powerful men that had oppressed us. You know, the Caucasian men that have oppressed us. Those very oppressors, because of embarrassment at their stuff being shown on television during the 1960s and 70s, they became an embarrassment to the world. They created laws for the so-called minorities. That would be us, the Afro men. All right? But then they made another deal with black women. Now, I put this video up. It's on my Reluctant Nabi Neo. All right? And I'm going to share it again on Facebook here. All right? So I'm going to put it up. It's about the woman that made a list 14 years ago that got all these laws passed that gave the LGBT community superior rights over the black men that they did heinous stuff to, like buck breaking during chattel slavery. Now, let's make sure we use the word when we speak of slavery, and you're talking to these Caucasian women or anything, make sure you put the word chattel slavery in it so that they know that what the Caucasians did to the indigenous people and the Afro people that they kidnapped, what they did to them was inhumane. At the very best, you call it inhumane. Downright malicious and evil is what I call it. Buck breaking. That is the whipping to a man that's close to death, to the black man, the strongest. They ganged up, whipped him till he was close to death, and then sodomized him in front of everybody. The people that did that had created laws saying, okay, we're sorry that we oppressed the minorities. And even after creating the laws in the 60s, the laws they created not only oppressed us still, but oppressed us more. But it oppressed us more with us thinking that we got something because they gave us welfare. But they prevented the growth of family and business. So all of our businesses and families was robbed right from under our nose. Oh, because they had a hand-in-hand partner, the black woman. All right? Now, in this oppression, with the help of the black woman again, and I'm going to put the video up in the Facebook, and I'm going to share it on in all the groups on Morale, my Reluctant Nabi group. All right? So, y'all look in the groups for this video. It's a woman explaining exactly how she got how she allowed, all right, and she'll break it down like this. There was gay white men with a lot of money that wanted to get these laws that we're seeing passed. But the politicians wouldn't pass them because they said, you don't have enough of a tent. It's just you gay white men. So what they did was this woman that had a magazine, she was a lesbian, and they went to her and asked her if she would combine with them because of the party she threw for women only. Understand this. This is a party she threw for black women only. They would go in, buy out a restaurant, and would not allow men. Y'all, look at this. These black women would go out and buy out places and would not allow men in it. It was for women only. Understand this. Alright? And they kept a record and email addresses and stuff. So what happened is the Caucasian homosexual males that wanted these laws passed went to the black females, this group. And now this woman, she tells the story because she's trying to be a Christian now. Alright? Because she knows she's done so much evil and destructiveness to the black community. She's trying to look for Jesus to make it up. Make up the damage. Right? Funny, they do demonic stuff, then run to another demon to try to fix it. So what then happens is she hands over the list to the Caucasian homosexual males, who then takes that to the lawmakers, and the lawmakers, okay, so this is what we need to get these laws passed, because now you got a group of women, so we can say now you have a not a minority, now you have an inclusive group, because you're including minorities, and of course you're funding the money, gay white men. All right. Now she says this. Now, with the help of black women, these men then turned around and restructured the laws to include the LGBT community as minorities. All right. So, as minorities, because you're going to just identify as something other than what you are, even though you're still a gay white male, what they did was went in and they became the editors and the writers of the media, many of the businesses. Oh, and they have a foot and toehold on Congress, the Democratic Party in particular. So now they're able to get laws written in their favor. Hold on, wait a minute. But while these gay white men are writing laws in their favor, they're restricting the heterosexual Afro man, which is the most minority group in the United States. Now, when we speak about stuff that we don't want in our community as minorities, the laws that were designed to protect us no longer protect us as if they ever did. Now, the laws that were designed to protect us, they are now using to destroy us. The laws that they designed in the 60s that you thought was to protect us, well, the long game, the chess move is those laws were actually designed to destroy us by giving special rights to the very people that wanted access to our children. If you know what I mean, they're going to have some real problems. All right? As they should. And in all of this, one of the things that I've been trying to tell us to do is build up a community, all right, of like-minded brothers. We need to leave the simps alone. We need to utterly leave the black women alone. We need to define and find the sisters and only fellowship with the sisters. We need to get passports and visas. And we need to look to the South, as in America. Because the African women are selling out their men and communities too. The only fortunate thing about that is you have many African cultures over there to combat that. And you have places that's a beacon like Zimbabwe. And depending on what's going to happen in South Africa. Now, one of the brothers came back from South Africa. He said South Africa, the women are a disappointment. All right. Now, you only know how welcome you are in a place by whether or not they will allow their women to marry you. Now, this is what I'm saying. In Europe, you had arranged marriages between two countries. Understand that, right? In Africa, you had Chinese marrying the chieftain's daughters, which then gave the Chinese rights. All right, and as understand this, but you didn't have it the other way around. You didn't have the Chinese giving the chieftains or his princes daughters of Chinese. Now, granted, you had a lot of Africans in China that married up some Chinese women. All right. And there are some in China that don't, they like it, they don't like it. But that's how you know that they're accepted. All right. Any community that do not accept brothers, they're not for us. Whether it be in Africa, South America, whatever. So you keep this in mind. But what I am saying to you is Brazil, they accept brothers. You got to come with it, though. Colombia, all the South American countries. All right. Yes, there's prejudice. Right there. There is prejudice. But it's different. Prejudice is different from racism. What's happening to us through Google and YouTube is downright racism. They have taken down and dismantled the channels of Afro men that was speaking against the mess that they're doing to strip our rights away from us. Well, you can't strip nothing you never had. So basically, what I'm saying to us, right? One of the things that I think I've done, and I didn't really think about this until having a discussion. One of the things that I think that I have done is maybe not in Rio, because Rio is a metropolitan type of place, kind of like New York, dog eat dog or something like that, to a point. But when I go out into the community, so even when I was staying at Mimi's house, right, everywhere that I've gone, they have a different perception of the Afro male in the United States because of who I am. And in a very, very, very positive light. Selmina said, wow, you make friends everywhere. From the dudes hustling at the airport. And she like, why you give to them? Why you give to them? They're dangerous. They're dangerous. I'm like, no, that's they hustle. But she didn't understand that. See, I grew up like that, so I understand the hustle. They trying to make it. So if I got a little change and they want to shine my tennis shoe, which remind me, I need to get some tennis shoe cleaner. Because, yeah, these dudes, they need to stop trying to sign my tennis shoes. I told one I'll bring him some tennis shoe cleaner. And so people that have tennis shoes, he could spray and clean the tennis shoes. The pump spray bottle, right? But I'll get a couple of bottles. So that's my next thing, right? I'm going to get a couple of spray bottles for dudes so that they can clean tennis shoes. And I'm going to hand them out to some of the guys. All right? Now, here's the thing. That'll go a long way. Because we know they hustling, right? All right? But instead of hustling unprepared for people that aren't wearing dress shoes, how about we give them, and so I'm using some of the money to give, and they're like me. They're black like me or mixed with black. You know, it's like that. That's who the poor is there. All right? So while they're hustling, I'm taking some of the donations and giving it to them so they can hustle better. Who knows? They might turn it into a business and hire people. And then we might be able to create some supplies to ship there, to send there, make something. But for now, you know what I mean? For now, what I do need to do is teach them how to spit shine. Take some old shoes and take some kiwi and put that military spit shine on it. Impress them with that. Teach them how to do that. They make a mint. All right? I think that's a lost art. If I could teach them how to spit shine some shoes. All right? Think about that for a minute. Just take some kiwi. Get some nylons. Go to Walmart. Buy some nylon stockings. And go down there. Teach them how to spit shine some shoes. And then, shine them off. Man, they would make a mint. They would make a mint. I could show them that quick spit shine too. But when you these dudes are hustling. So they would rather hustle and make the money off of hustling than robbing your behind. Think about that. So let's give them a means to hustle better to the point where they could turn that into a business. For us, we got the drone thing. Right? And I'm putting stuff out that I bought some drones for the teenagers. So I'm putting it out that, yeah, let's do this thing. Let's put some guys in charge of these things, right? And that's how we do our thing. We do our own thing so that when we do buy something, we need to do some roofing. We need to see the problem. No, we call one of our guys, send them with a drone, investigate, see what we need to see. All right, so there's a lot of ideas for what we can do. But what I do know that's happening now, if we don't figure out how to do things on our own and communicate with each other without the social media thing, like without Google, without Facebook even, we might have to go to Instagram, right? As new social medias pop up, all right, that are friendly to us, then we use that. Some of y'all should be looking at my videos on Daily Motion. All right, we need to start using many of the platforms that's available to us. All right? Because these people aren't playing about eliminating the righteous men from the population. Why? Because we don't want them making laws that's going to harm our children or corrupt our children before they even get a chance. All right, and if they do, we want to be raising our children. They see that we're preaching separation from the black woman who's been causing us harm. They see that we're preaching that we're only going to unite with the sisters or no one at all in America. That we're going to find wives from other places. They see that that's the discussion. And it must be working. Otherwise, they would not have summarily taken down a bunch of people's channels over the weekend. All right? And there's a reason they picked the day that they did to take it down. YouTube pays you from the 1st to the 31st, right? So YouTube pays you from the 1st to the 31st. Say I did not reach the $100 threshold, but I was at $99, and they just took my channel away. They don't have to pay you that $99. Now imagine they took a bunch of people's channels away. They took a bunch of people's channels away. Now, when you have videos, and this is how it harms you, when you have videos that no one is sharing, like I got a lot of people that watch my videos. My channel would be bigger if everybody that watched the video that couldn't donate would share. But on black channels, a lot of brothers aren't sharing our videos. If there's some videos about mess, that video is being shared. My videos about scriptures, the woman that was a virgin, and stuff like that, those videos are not being shared. There's a lot of commentary on it, but not a lot of sharing. So the video just stays within the brothers that's on the YouTube channel. Now, I share it on my platforms, but then it doesn't go any further than there. I know I got a brother here, Elijah, Yediah, and Daniel Porter. I know they share my videos, right? Brothers, if we don't share, I share other people's videos that I listen to. If I'm listening to your video and making a comment, I'm sharing your video. That's why you see some videos of God Kings. You see some great videos from Scribe on my channel. You understand? So you see a lot of videos on my channel of other people because I share other people's videos. We need to get down to that. We need to start spreading our own message. If we don't spread our own message, nobody else is going to do it for us. Understand this. If we don't spread our own message, no one is going to do it for us. Another simple thing. Once you realize a brother has put up that you were listening to, a brother that's preaching truth, once you realize that that brother started a new channel, whether you go watch a video or not, a lot of us brothers should go over there and subscribe to that channel. Now, I say this because of this. They took down Guy King's channel. Man, they took down a lot of brothers' channel in one swoop. Another list. All right? Attack of the Black Man. Or the Afro Man. They ain't attacking the black men. They're attacking the Afro men, the men who realize we are who we are. All right. They've taken down a lot of these channels because they're trying to hide the truth that we're speaking. Period. The channels that's being left up, you got a bunch of black women in their lingerie underwear making videos, and they're talking about garbage. They ain't talking about nothing. You know, when I was a stripper, this, that, the other, and they got a bunch of thirsty Negroes talking about stand up, turn around in their comment section. All right, I want y'all to understand this. Those videos are still up. The videos that people were standing up and saying that we're not putting up with this mess, this is politically what's happening, those videos are being torn down. So I'm gonna start putting up all my Hillary videos, because that was politics. So I'm gonna start putting them up so that everybody can have a frame of reference what's going on. The WikiLeaks scandal. So I'm putting everything, all the videos dealing with politics and WikiLeaks, all that's coming back up on my channel. See, a lot of stuff they tried to hide, right? And now I'm going to make sure we have record of what they're trying to hide. And each time I come on Facebook, as a result of this, we're going to keep on doing it, because right now, what I do for the community is all based on donations now. And I have some brothers that are stepping up. All right. So the burden on my finances are getting a little lighter, because I got a bunch of brothers stepping up. And to you brothers, I say thank you. Out there in Florida. All right. But more importantly, we need to get the message out that there is a concerted effort to have good destroyed within the Afro community. And that's what this is all about. They want to destroy good. They want to destroy the very people that's going to stand up for what's righteous. Not even just according to the commandments, but according to nature. Stand up and say, no, we are not going to have this. We are not going to make our children pawns in kindergarten for predators. We are going to have our sons and daughters identified as who they were biologically created to be. Our boys are going to grow into men. Our girls will grow into women. They will know this difference between male and female, because they will be able to identify that they are men because of the equipment that biology gave them. Dare I say, the equipment that the Most High gave them. All right? We need to stop putting up with this mess. All right? We need to stop letting them do these things to us without putting up a fight back. And so, basically, if they want to do takedowns of Afro Men's channel, then I don't think anybody's channel should be up. Really. Google and YouTube should go out of business. Period. And we should look for ways to put them out of business. By any legal means necessary. We may not have the money to fight them in court to put them out of business, but we can stop watching videos on YouTube, because part of the problem is, unless you're watching us, the minute we're able to find a viable platform, how many of you would start watching videos on YouTube? Do you know that the same Watch Mojo videos, if you watch them, their same videos are on Daily Motion? Many of the big people that do movie reviews and stuff, they're not just on Google, YouTube. For those that create content on YouTube, did you realize that Daily Motion pays you? You can monetize your videos on Daily Motion too. I don't know how you get paid, but you could definitely monetize your videos. Alright? With them, it's a slower process, but all the videos that was probably struck on YouTube are going up on Daily Motion. Alright? And so basically, the thing is, my videos are on hard drives. Alright? My videos are on hard drives. I'm saving them on hard drives. So I'm good. I am so good. Right? So I could put them anywhere, any platform that pops up. Alright? So that's what I'm doing with my content. I'm going to make sure that somebody is, that I'm going to be able to tell the truth. And all these religious jokers that come on trying to debate what people can read, trying to redirect, well, in the Hebrew. I got this one clown that came up, well, you're wrong about how you see the Bible. Why? Because I don't see it the way he do. One, I see it from a perspective in that it's written in English, so I know this. I know nature because of biology. I have a relationship with the Most High because of the commandments. Right? Which falls in line with biology. When I look at a Bible that's written in the English language, and even if it's transcribed in Hebrew, right? White people are in charge of those. The very white people that's trying to steal our heritage as the chosen of the Most High. And the very white people that stole our heritage as the indigenous people of these lands. Here's another irony based on law. The people that are 98% indigenous have to come up with a way to prove, even though the United States also understands that 98% of the people born of the people that they put in chattel slavery or servitude were indigenous to the land. About 3 to 4% the Africans were kidnapped from their land. So that's going to still end up to be millions. But we were tens of millions. Alright? Now, understand this. Understand this. They had the $5 Dawes rolls, where white people paid $5 to be considered Native Americans. So that's why you got a lot of white-looking Native Americans who are pretty much English, German, or whatever. All right? But they're considered Native Americans because they signed the Dawes roll. And don't let them go to get the DNA. The DNA banks, they already put you in groups. Alright? They put you in particular groups and then give you a geography based on the group that they put you in. Negroid. They give you the geography of Africa only. Caucasoid. They give you the geography of Europe, Mongoloid. All right, they give you the geography of North and South America. But Mongoloid would refer to the Asian, which gets the geography of the East. All right, so the Mongoloid classification here in North and South America ain't nothing but the Asian classification who came down and mixed with the Negroid classification that were in the America tens of thousands of years before anyone else. So you get how that works? Now, why do I bring all this history and all that crap up that people don't like? All this history people don't like. I bring that up because under the current laws, the Caucasians, with whom the other Caucasians that wrote the law understand to not have any ties to this land at all as a race, but their forefathers was able to pay $5 to have their names put on the Dawes roll. Those Caucasians are able to be considered Native Americans, while the Negroids, the people that are the descendants of chattel slavery, understand this, right? The people that are the descendants of chattel slavery, who were the real indigenous aboriginal folks of this land for tens of thousands of years. And I keep mentioning this. This is why Christopher Columbus, when he bumped into Brazil or Portugal, he referred to them as Indians, because they were as dark as the people from India before the English mixed throughout the Indian people to try to get the wash the melanin out of them. Every trick that these people learn, you hear about the Jarwa. What did they do? They start raping the women. Why? To get the melanin out of them. You understand? Melanin is godly, and they want to give them ungodliness. Everybody has it, because you can't survive on this planet without it. So white people have it. But they want to know. I'm going to let you know. They want to make sure that as much of God they could take out of this world, as much as they can, they're going to do it. And so long as dark Afro people are here, or anybody that is any hue of brown are here, that's going to be a constant reminder to them that the Most High exists. And that they should always be in fear that one of us or some of us are always going to stand up and represent the Most High. And not this treachery. And we're talking about the men. They're not afraid of the women. The women will sell us out. And that's why I'm going to use the new name Eve. Instead of BAW, I'm going to start referring to the black women that have sold us out as Eve in my videos now. So when you see that, Eve is not a good thing. Eve is the woman that committed treason and adultery on the man in the garden. All right? So Eve will be the name. It shortens the title, but it'll be the name that I use from now on to describe what is happening to us in this land. All right? So, with that said, people, and I'm going to do another video where I am going to present. Man, I'm going to just start putting everything back up on Reluctant Nabi Neo. I know part of what they attacked. All right. And I know all the political stuff was able to stand. So we're going to start with that. We're going to get a refresher what happened, what Hillary's crimes were, why she didn't go to jail, and why they're trying to keep everybody quiet. They're trying to keep the conservative people quiet because they see this BS, and they are trying to keep the Afro men quiet that see the BS. Because quiet as it's kept, the Afro men are the primary attack for these people. They figure that if they get rid of us, if they can keep us from speaking, they can have their way with the land. We're the key. Our mentality, and our spirituality is the key. All right. Our enemies are ourselves, definitely Eve, and this system. All right. But we need to stop being enemies to ourselves. And I'm talking about the so-called good brothers. We need to start sharing. Y'all know me to do this. I've shared a lot of people's videos and promoted a lot of people. Why? Because I think it's important to not be the only voice that y'all hear. See, that's what it was about. It wasn't about making money. Because I understood that on Caucasian's platform, which is everything on the internet. Because remember, we didn't come up with the internet. And until we learn how to use it exclusively for ourselves, like maybe even Africa is having problems. But until we understand how to use it exclusively for ourselves, we will have a problem. We're going to have it. So we need to communicate. All right. So that's what's up. Y'all, we got to be on our P's and Q's. And we have to stop settling for this BS. I didn't do it. Hold on. I'm trying to make me a disguise. There we go. All right, so we gotta not stand for this, right? Oh, sounds off because all right, all right, can y'all hear me? All right. So y'all, I'm about to shut it down. Peace out to everyone. Let me see who else. What's up, Tiberius? What's up, JBF Stone? All right. Gene Sulfra. Hey, muy bonitas. Muy bonitas. Muito linda. All right, Tanya. Hey, Benjamin. What's up, Larry? What's up, Kamani? Antonio Johnson, Joel, Lamar. What's up, Dwayne Banks? What's up, Midoriya Neo? Tony Colfer. All right. So, y'all, all right, I'm about to get on this, right? So I'm about to get on this thing here, right? I hope I turned my car off. Hey, what's up? Malangwa? Agre Malangwa, what's up, man? So, hold on, let me turn my alarm off real quick. One moment, people. All right, sorry about that. I had to turn my alarm off. Head to the hizzy for shizzy manizzy. When I get in, it'll be time to get busy. All right, so basically, so I'll holler at everybody. All right, and keep this in mind. All right, to you brothers and sisters, keep this in mind. All right, stuff is about to get real here. All right, stuff is about to get real, and you can tell because of what's going on in all that is going on. All right, everything that's going on, you could tell. All right, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. So here we go. So basically, man, y'all, I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. Here, let me flip this so y'all can see what's up. Dang, I left one out in the car. So basically, show you my staging area. All right. And once again, I'm going to thank some of the brothers. I'm going to have to send them some stuff, right? All right. So, hold on. Let me show you. All right. So, I came up with some ideas, and I'm going to just start putting them out here, right? See this bad boy? All right. All right. And I see I got a few brothers from the continent of Africa, right? So I'm going to start sharing this stuff with who I have here right now. All right, let me flip this. This is my staging area for what I do. All right, so as you see, I got all this stuff here. The drums ain't going nowhere. All right. So these are all the clothes and jackets and stuff that I'm taking to Brazil. I'm going to start looking at Colombia because it's cold there. I'm taking some shoes there. So as y'all see, hold on for a second. Okay, I'm taking some shoes. All right. Taking these clothes. So I already filled up this duffel bag right here. So I got these jackets left. And these are nice. Some of you have seen them in my other videos, right? So these are some more of the jackets, right? These boxes that you see here, right? These are the drones. So I took them out, and right now, me and the children are working on them right now. So my staging area on my couch is for the drones, the excess jackets, because we're like, see, like jackets like this. So y'all see what we do? All right, so this is a no-no. And a lot of times, there's a lot of work that go into this too. All right, and I want people to understand this because, like, I talk to a lot of brothers by phone, and a lot of times, some call a lot, and I can't just get to everybody the way I would like to, right? So see this right here? As y'all know, the last time I went to Brazil, I went through Sao Paulo and they kept all this stuff because something had a tag on it. So when I take stuff there, I have to take the tags off. So I cannot just get these jackets with the money. This is what I was doing with the YouTube money, right? So I can't just get these jackets and just willy-nilly send them anymore. I learned the lesson, right? The drones. So these are some of the drones that I'm talking about, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm training the youth. Now, these book bags, my military bags, these book bags. All right, the book bags here, these were the first book bags that I started giving out before school. Oops. All right, as you see, the book bags are solar panel, right? So they could charge their phone while they're walking in the quad or whatever, especially for college students. So these are some of the things that I've given out. All right, so some more of the jackets and stuff. All right. So I have a couple of drones here. All right. And then I got my kicking bags and stuff over here. And this is going to be, there's a lot of little children over here that we're going to train. And then y'all saw my little bag here, my little speed bag here, right? I like this one. I like this one. This is my favorite bag. This title bag. All right. So all this stuff with most of my retirement money and the donations that I got from YouTube and the stuff that Google was paying me. Well, not Google. Before Google owned it, YouTube was paying me, right? All this stuff is what I had been buying for the community, right? All this stuff had been what I was doing with the money. Because I saw this day coming where we was going to have to fight by any means necessary to have righteousness in our own community. As me and my god sister was talking, there's a lot of wicked stuff that they're trying to push on our children. And now they're able to do it because only single black women raise our children. So they think. I'm here to tell you that in this neighborhood, you got a lot of the men that were able to get their children from the women. All right. But in one of the sadder cases that I put up in the videos that I put up, a woman got out of jail and took her children, took the child off. And y'all seen that video. Sad, right? So y'all, we are in a fight for our very existence on a spiritual level. Let me say that again. If you are Afro man, i.e. a black male, if you don't understand it by now, we, Afro men, are in a fight for our very existence on a spiritual level. All right. So if you don't understand, if you don't know, now you know. We are in a fight for our existence as a people, as a good people, as a godly people on a very spiritual level. All right. So don't get it twisted. Once they get rid of the good men, then they could go after the ratchet ones. The ones that have been programmed to think like women only. The ones that have not been taught to think that right is right, wrong is wrong, nature is nature, and things against nature is evil and not good for us. All right. The only people that they want on Google, YouTube right now are people that they have manipulated. People they have manipulated and that they can control with the love of money. How I say that? The love of money, the root of all evil. All right, it isn't money, it's the love of money. If you look at money as just a tool, then you might be all right. If you look at money as something to hoard, something for you to lord over everybody, look, I got this new BMW, this, that, and the other, then something's wrong with that person. All right, at the end of the day, we are fighting for our mere survival as a right living people that understand what nature is supposed to be. All right. So with that said, people, I'm out. I'm gonna do another one of these tomorrow. But now that I'm here, I can get together some of the stuff that I think you need to see. All right. Hold on. Let me put something up real quick. I want y'all to understand something. I'm about to put up real quick the COINTELPRO document. All right. Pay attention to this. This is what's going on now. This is what's going on now. Make this a little bigger. COINTELPRO document. Goal: prevent the coalition of militant nationalist groups. Do you know that all of us that was grouping on other people's channels, listening to people like me, Guy King and stuff like that, Google sees us as this. The left sees us as this. Remember, the FBI is controlled by the left. The police department is controlled by the left. Now, the right thinks the police department represent them. Nope. The police department are mainly Democrats, along with the FBI and stuff. Number 2, prevent the rise of a messiah who could unify and electrify militant black nationalist movement. Do you know that when they're looking at the people that's getting a following on YouTube, especially those of us that's able to get a lot of subscribers, all right, and it's not a lot of subscribers because we're putting up movie reviews or talking about Marvel comics or stuff like that, something that's popular with a bunch of people. It's a lot of the subscribers talking about what's going on in the Afro community, what we as men have to do about it. All right? This is the problem right here. All right? The thing is, they fear men like me because we are not afraid to tell the truth, and we have a following, but the following is not a reflection upon me. And I think they're starting to realize this. The following that I have is a reflection upon each individual person that listens to me. They're not really following me. They're looking for the truth too, and it frightens people at Google. It frightens the people that's making these laws that's trying to give them access to our children in the most heinous kind of way. Right? Because people that listen to me understand that I have a lot of time to do research that they might not be able to do. But once I point something out, many of the people look into the stuff that I speak about and then comment on it. And you could tell who went and looked into the stuff and kind of who's following what's going on. Right? Here's the next one. Notice they refer to us as messiahs. Prevent militant, and this is the thing that they're trying to do now on Google and YouTube. Prevent militant black nationalist groups and leaders from gaining respectability by discrediting them to the community. So because they can't discredit what we say, because none of us that are speaking this truth are living a holier than thou lifestyle. As a matter of fact, we don't believe we're holier than thou. So now they have a problem. So now they're trying to silence us on many of these platforms that we're speaking on. Prevent the long-range growth of the militant black nationalist organization, especially among the youth. Y'all understand?
This country has never cared about black people. They don't give two damn.
Now, I wanted to go back here so that you could see something. These are excerpts from the FBI. Do y'all think that the FBI really got rid of these policies? If y'all think that, then y'all need to stop drinking that Kool-Aid. Smoking that whatever you smoking. The FBI didn't get rid of this. They just rebranded it to look different, but it's the same policies. With that said, I'm out. Peace, y'all. Thanks for watching.